Snap taken by Shedeur. Fakes the pitch. Rolls the pocket. Throws in a cutback into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colorado. Mikey Harrison.
Well, there's the Buffaloes' only touchdown for the second game in a row. Mikey Harrison had a touchdown for the Buffaloes, but they get beat 42-6 in their Pac-12 conference opener here in Eugene, Oregon. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the bus, Mark Johnson, Coach Gary Barnett. Well, 3-0, now sitting at 3-1. Lessons learned here at Outsa Stadium.
Well, the good news is Mikey Harrison's on a touchdown binge and point-scoring binge.
Right.
That's the one good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we got a dose of humble pie today, and deservedly so. We did not perform very well, especially up front on arc, and we've got to get ready to play. It's good. We got a good look at what a top 10 team looks like. Now we got to play like a top 10 team if we're going to beat those guys.
You know, there was talk about the two quarterbacks being Heisman candidates. Bo Nix's numbers were off the charts. Looked very, very good in this one. Tackling was another issue in this ball game. I thought Oregon was a very sure tackling team. The Buffalo struggled out here.
We did struggle tackling, and part of it was that their running backs are really good. We struggled tackling those guys, but they tackled really well. This is the third straight week we played a good tackling team, by the way.
Buffaloes fall 42-6. Afterward, here at Outsa Stadium, we heard from head coach Coach Prime Sanders.
Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly.
It's a good old-fashioned butt kicker. We lost offensively, defensively, as well as special teams. That fake punt kind of got them really rolling, and they didn't stop. Defensively, they presented some things that I guess we just couldn't get around. We couldn't advance the ball rushing or throwing the ball as well. Seemed like they had our number. You can't wipe the slate clean. You got to watch the film and evaluate players that weren't in position, that didn't do the job that we expected. You evaluate players, you evaluate coaches. People around the country would say this is what they needed to humble themselves. We wasn't arrogant or whatever. We're confident people. If our confidence offends your insecurity, that's a problem with you. It's not us. We expect to do well. We expect to play well. We expect to win every game we step out there. We expect to practice to perfection and go out there and execute the things that we practice. We just didn't do it today. You don't always have to get your butt kicked to learn. You can win and learn. It's not just the kids. The coaches are accountable too. We are all accountable. Let's start with me. We're accountable for this. It's not just the kids. You get your butt up and let's go. We ain't got time to have no pity party. There's nobody walk around the locker room with napkins and tissues. Get your butt up. Let's get on that plane. Let's go. We got work to do.
There's the head coach, Coach Prime, after the Buffs fall 42-6 as they lose their Pac-12 conference opener. Here against number 10 Oregon. We continue with Coach Gary Barnett. All right, defense. There's work to be done here. We knew that coming in here, but it was exposed in this ballgame, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did, Mark. We got exposed in linebacker coverage. We got exposed a little bit up front. I don't know if we made a play from the interior two defensive linemen.
Yeah.
And we had struggled tackling today. So that combination, they were able to throw the ball on us whenever they wanted. It's a big boy league right now. This Pac-12 is as good as it's probably the best it's ever been, and it's so sad that it's the last year of it. But this is a heck of a league right now.
Yeah. The irony of the Pac-12 going away. It's the best football league in America, the best quarterback league in America, and next week's going to be a big one. But the Buffs fall 42-6. Here at Oregon. We'll take a time out here to Stampede. Our silent reporter and former quarterback Bobby Passamento joins us next.
For the 44, shotgun snap taken by Nix. Fakes the handoff to James. Rifles this one out left side. Intercepted in the backfield. And a leaping grab is made and a pickoff by the Colorado Buffaloes.
Well, there's an interception by Jacquez Robinson. Hadn't played for the Buffaloes. Coming off injury, got the big pick against the Oregon Ducks. But the Buffs fall 42-6. To number 10 Oregon. Bobby Passamento joining us. He was on the sideline, former quarterback for the Buffaloes. All right, quarterback talk off the top. We talked about the two Heisman Trophy candidates coming into this. Shedeur had troubles out there. There are various reasons. Let's start on the Oregon side. Bo Nix, awful impression tonight.
Played really well. I mean, good decision making. Only had a few incompletions, but they also ran the ball really well. They controlled the line of scrimmage, and when you can do that, it makes your job a lot easier as a quarterback, and he took advantage of it. I mean, he's a really good player.
Yeah, very balanced offensive attack for Oregon in this one, almost 600 yards, and it was pretty close to being 50-50. All right, with your Shedeur Sanders, he's put up big numbers, but today there was pressure. There was coverage downfield. It was very tough for him.
Some other things involved where he can get, some other guys interested in covering somebody else, he could be putting up bigger numbers. But good for him. He's playing great so far this season.
He really is. Buffs fall 42-6 to Oregon here in Eugene. Afterward, we heard from the quarterback, Shedeur Sanders.
Powered by Ford. Cars, trucks, and SUVs built for America. Built Ford proud.
Oh no, obviously we're not satisfied whenever we don't put up the numbers and, be effective to open up the passing game like that. But that has a lot to do with just knowing the read keys and stuff like that, and just me personally missing read. Really, everybody understood what happened. Everybody understood what transpired. So it's really, let's just get locked back in. Let's understand what happened and let's move forward from there. I mean, it's not eye-opening because, it's the game of football. If you don't execute, then you're going to lose. If the other team executes, then they're going to win. Like, it's not nothing magical or anything they did that was just, like, unreal, surreal. It was just, we just didn't execute our game plan. The slow starts are just self-inflicted wounds. That's all it is. It's not anything that, it could be different play calls or anything like that. It's just us personally. We just got to execute with the play that's called.
There's QB1. Shedeur Sanders after the Buffaloes fall 42-6 to the Oregon Ducks here at Autzen Stadium. Last time the Buffs are going to come here, by the way, to Autzen Stadium. We're leaving the Pac-12, going to the Big 12. Oregon going to the Big 10. That seems odd, doesn't it?
It is odd because the Pac-12's pretty good right now.
Right.
Some pretty good players.
Really good.
It's it's strange that we're not going to be coming back here. But.
Yeah, because nothing says Big 10 football like Oregon at Rutgers, Big 12 football like Colorado at Central Florida, right? Very odd world we're living in college football. All right, defensively, I think this team's got some work to do.
We really do. I think there were a lot of missed tackles, but there was also a lot of plays where we didn't even have guys that are ready to tackle somebody. There was big holes in the running game and guys running wide open in the passing game. So it starts up front. We've got to get pressure on the quarterback. We got to move their offensive linemen so we can slow down their running game as well. But this is an opportunity to learn, opportunity to get better, watch the film, and hopefully they can find a way to wrinkle up this defense a little.
We talk about the big boys up front. What was it, 7 sacks today on Shedeur Sanders? It's 24 sacks in the season. This can't continue for him.
No, it's tough. He can't keep taking all these hits.
Yeah.
And, but I feel like a broken record because it just goes back to, the more you can establish a line of scrimmage, the more you can run the football, you're going to take a lot of pressure off your quarterback and remove hits from them. So the big guys up front got to play better.
All right, next week, we've got a top 5 team at USC coming to town. The Heisman Trophy winner, Caleb Williams. Another marquee matchup. And he had to step up in competition next week, Bobby.
Yeah, I think a better football team for sure. And somehow a better quarterback. The kid won the Heisman last year for a reason. USC's better on defense than they were last year, so this is going to be a real challenge and a tough one to bounce back after what just happened to get ready for a football team like this.
That's the way this league is in 2023. You're not fighting a game off in this league, and the quarterback class is unbelievable. It gets better next week. Again, that's at 10 a.m. kickoff at Folsom Field. We're going to hit the air. Bobby's going to be in the stands next week. Andy Little will join us on the sideline. We'll hit the air at 8 o'clock with the pregame show. That's quarterback Bobby Passanetto coming up next. We've got a lot to talk about. Volleyball, soccer, playing some pretty good ball right now as well. And we'll continue to cover that here on the Buffalo Stampede.